He'll come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Trubisky to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Gets around him. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Throwing here, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bortles going to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
11B, 11B. 11. Move.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Leonard Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a and I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach, and it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017, Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that one, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Jacksonville readies for their next offensive snap, looking back to what they did this year, Charles, it just was a struggle. It has been a struggle all year, way below 500. And this coming off the season where they were so close to going to the Super Bowl, and everybody thought this year was going to be very similar, if not better.
Yeah, they're really one controversial call away, weren't they, from last year to going to the Super Bowl. So we all thought that when their win over New England early in the season, they truly had turned that corner and were going to be one of the teams to beat. But they didn't get good play from their quarterback, Blake Bortles. The defense was really up and down all year. It would give you a game where they looked like world beaters, and the next time wouldn't play well at all. Too many inconsistencies, and it's really hard to put a finger on where it all went wrong because this is a team that's too talented to have the record that they've had in 2018.
He's going to air it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Now Trubisky on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
180.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
380. Move.
On first down, Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And Forbath will put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Bortles being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. Dumps it off to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there. Jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Set up! 180! Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 69 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Move.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Spread right, 72.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Hank.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. The open man is Westbrook, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
11. So right. Move.
Now Bortles, gotta have this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Trubisky now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. On the toss play, Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't look.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman. That's
correct. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
180!
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Miller on the catch over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Check! 380!
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Sharp's got it, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really have.
All that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey. Lucy. 372.
One final try now for Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Partner, a pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it. That it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. It's one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. What you look who like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? call me up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night. She had my lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rafe in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo. These they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not.